Hey, it's Jake Innerman. I'm a North Texas realtor with EXP here. Today I'm taking you through this home here. It's in the estates of Rockhill subdivision. It's listed at $987. It's a 4-bed, 4-bath, study, media room, a couple other great additions. Of course, a 3-car garage, which is super nice, and it's a corner lot. Now, this is right by the Fields of Frisco, but it's not in the field, so you don't get as much convenience with everything right there, but you're still not far from everything. Homes are going to be a little bit cheaper, and the HOA is only $1,000 compared to $2,700 at the field. So I'll take you around to the side here. The tax rate's 1.63% in this community, so super low for here in North Texas. A lot of them are in the 2s, especially if you get into Salina, you'll have a mud or a PID, so that can drive it up to 2s or even low 3s. Some of them are up to 3.1. So it's a great deal. It's just south of 380. So great location for you. And we'll step right on in. I haven't seen this home either. Sure, I'm just gonna give you my thoughts as I go through it, and we'll do a tour. So this is a Shaddock home, great builder, super quality. This is gonna be your office or study. Again, plenty big enough. You've got a good view out the front, and then you have, some of your amenities right there: park, playground, all of that. And you've got your glass doors and super nice light fixture. So the last one I was in, it had a fan. So let me know, would you prefer the fan or the lights? I think in Texas, I'm probably gonna take the fan, but then it could blow your papers around. So maybe you just cool the house down. And then you've got your formal dining right here. This formal dining, I think a round table would fit it a little bit better since it's more of a square shaped area. I think a round table, you could definitely fit like a smaller rectangular one, but I think it'd probably be like an 8-seater at most, unless you really squeezed it in there. But your living room and living space is massive. But we'll go over your kitchen first. You've got space for some bar stools down there, which is great. You've got oven here. Now the one across the street, I just toured that one. It's at $1,050,000, so a little less than 75,000 more. You got a double oven, and your formal dining was a little bit bigger. So that video will be out. I'll link it here in the beginning. But different layouts for different people. So you've got a 5-burner gas cooktop. You've got a vent. Let me tell you, it'll vent. So, it's got that power button on the lights. The power button was for the light, but it wasn't. So, and you've got your sink right here. Now, the only thing which we'll go over is you do back up to Rockhill Road, so you're gonna have a stone wall. It's a little noisy. Inside, you can't hear it though. So, if you don't spend a ton of time outside, I don't think it's a huge factor for you. But if you love to spend time outside, it definitely might be. Or if you have kids that want to play a lot of sports balls, you don't want those routinely going in the street. So you've got a good view. It's open concept, right? So your dining room's right around the corner, which is great. If you have people hanging out in the living room, if someone's in here preparing food, cooking, they can still be part of the conversation, which is great. Little coat closet. We'll go down this hallway next, I guess. And I really like this tile, cool tile right there. Laundry room, washer dryer, and then you're gonna have, like a foot of space. So that could be great for like a clothes hamper, or maybe you build a little shelf there to stack towels, and then it is ready to go for a sink. That's actually really nice. You've got sink space, or you could put a fridge right there for sure, or maybe I'll squeeze both in, but drop my paper. We'll grab that in a moment. And you've got a 3-car garage, which is super nice. Because the other one right across the street I was telling you about, that is a little bigger, double oven, but the single car was off on its own. So I just don't feel like that's as usable. I don't know your thoughts. It definitely is. But then trying to get in and out of the car, you don't want to hit your car door, but you also don't want to hit that. But you've got to be able to get out. So it's kind of a conundrum. Got a tankless hot water heater. And the nice thing is your spider web got me. And then your attic access. is your passenger may be in a bind, but you're gonna have no problem with the driver getting out. Say, cut this out. You could always hug that wall if you want to be nice to your passenger, but if they're making you mad, you may pull in close to the wall. So super nice. I would definitely get an epoxy floor done. I did one, mine was 20 by 21 and it cost me just under 2,000. So I'd say probably 3,500 would be my guess. So it just makes such a difference. It looks nice. If you spill anything, it wipes right up, and it just looks better and feels better if you have to walk barefoot. But anyways, oh, fan, which is nice. You get a fan in the secondary. That's really hit or miss. Not as much at this price point, but it is hit or miss. And you know, closet space, you got a little room for stuff up there and a couple clothes. I think this would make a really good guest room because it's not the biggest room. It's probably, that wall's probably 10 feet by 10 or 11. And then you've got a bathroom right off here. So I think that would make a great guest room, and you've got 2 other bedrooms. So unless you have 3 kids that don't want to share a room, you're good there. So add in, I don't know what would go right there. You'd have to get something. I guess you wouldn't have to. That'd be a really good spot for a Christmas tree, actually, as long as you don't get one that touches those. But I really like, I don't know, I have this thing, and I want to know your thoughts. I personal opinion, not that I think it looks bad, but I like the fireplace not on an angled wall, because then, I don't know, I want to be able to watch TV with my feet at the fireplace in there and not be looking like this at the TV on that wall. But I know some people are probably the opposite. I actually had a client that they said, we don't want the TV above the fireplace. So I know there's a market for it. I was just curious your thoughts. I'll help you with either one, but that's just my thing. Is I don't say I wouldn't buy a home because of it, but it looks good. It's just not my personal favorite. But I don't know if you can hear it. There's the road. Oh, this is bad news. Bad news. This one doesn't have a gas hookup. That disappoints me. Got a phone call. But an electric smoker guy, you're good. They've got a couple outlets there. You can tell it's noisy. I don't know how well this mic's picking up the road noise. You could have a conversation, but it's going to be a little noisy. So, see, there are the cars right there. That's like a pin van or something. So we're going to head in. It's a nice covered patio. I do wish it had the gas hookup. Most of them, I've toured like 7 in a row over the last week that have had the gas hookup. So this one broke the streak. As you can tell, there's your upstairs that overlooks it. And then we're good there. So let me know on the fireplace. I'm curious. And if you are thinking of making a move here, whether you're 9 days out or 9 months out, reach out to me. My team and I would be more than happy to help you make a smooth move here. We've helped families from California, Colorado, Georgia, and several other states make the move here to Texas and make sure they found a great community that they love. So reach out to me if you do have any questions. I'd be happy to help. This is, of course, your primary. We've got the TV ready to go. And, you know, you really could add like a dresser there or sitting area, maybe even a sitting area in the corner, because this room is really long. I would bet it's at least 18 feet long this way. So you've got plenty of room, maybe 16. It's under 20, but I'd say 16 to 18. Don't hold me to that. That is a guess, but I'm decent at it. So you've got 2 separate sinks. This one's a little bit bigger. So, you know, traditionally that goes to the woman because they need a lot more counter space than us guys. So usually, but you got really tall linen closet there. Your bathroom with a door, which some of them have doors, some don't. I do really like the tile in the bottom here. That's really cool. It's like iridescent. I don't know if y'all can see that. Yeah, it does show up. It's iridescent, some of them. It's kind of neat. And you've got a tub, which another Another big controversy, some people want the tub or don't want the tub in the primary. And then your closet space is pretty good. So that's your winter section in Texas. And then this is summer, and then you just need one hoodie for spring and fall, and then a pair of sweatpants, and you're good to go, because it's like 90 degrees and April 1st here today. So, nope, it's April 2nd, but it is 90 degrees. Anyways, and thank goodness it rained, because allergies have been terrible, but we're gonna head upstairs. Although, oh my gosh, pollen had been everywhere. So that is something to prepare for if you move here. The pollen can be pretty bad. This is the worst year I can remember, but pretty cool. Chandelier there, and you got your like secondary living room, which I'm gonna say this. If you watched several of my home tours, you already know what I'm gonna say. But this living room and that one are right by each other. See, if you have kids, I was a loud kid, kids are loud, and they're watching something up here, you're gonna hear it if you're trying to watch something down there. But there is, I'm assuming this is the media room, so I would just put the TV in here, and then they can shut the door, and you can yell at them to shut the door if they're being too loud, and everyone is happy. Now that's gonna be attic storage, and this is just, it's like your Wi-Fi box. A little bit of, not much attic storage, but a little bit for sure. Nothing too exciting to look at in there. So that's good. This would be a great like ping pong table. You could even do pool, billiards if you want to be sophisticated, and whatever else you wanted. You could do a lot with this room. It is cool, and you've got the media room there. So with the conflicting noise deal, just stick it in the media room, call it a day, and you'll be good to go. Oh, this is a big attic storage. You can fit a lot. Okay, so this is really nice. This door shouldn't lock behind me, but I don't really want to shut it. So all your HVAC filters to change are there. So you don't have to climb up an attic with a ladder to change anything like that. So that's really nice. And they've got the flow marked on it. So that is actually super nice. I have something similar in mine. It's not in the attic. It's like a little weird utility room deal, but it's nice not having to go up and down attic stairs and squeeze out. So this bathroom shares between these two bedrooms. There's one over here and then one behind me. And the bedrooms are still really good size. This one, I don't think I've gotten you the square footage on it. Square footage is just over 3,500. So this one overlooks the front. You can see they've got a nice little water feature, playground, covered sitting area for parents while their kids play. And then a good amount of closet space for sure. And pretty tall ceilings and a fan in the secondary. So that is good. And like I said, it's not as uncommon. A couple of them, it depends on the builders really, if there's a fan in the secondary or not. But I know I would want a fan. Dang, this one's gonna have a big closet. Oh, maybe if it'll turn around. There we go, Gimbal, you did it. Right here, you've got, not as big as I expected, but plenty big for that. And this one has an ensuite bath and then overlooks there. So overlooks the side yard and all of this. So that's this home. If you're looking for a great home in Frisco, it's in the top rated school district in Texas. Frisco's been rated one of the safest cities in the nation. It's one of the fastest growing, best real estate areas for a lot of good reasons. Conveniently located, you're not far from the fields, all of that good stuff. So if you are considering planning a move, whether it's to Frisco or another North Texas suburb, like I said, reach out to me, whether you're ready to make the move now or you may be a year, 2, 3 years out. Never too early to talk about it. That way you can do research on the area, right, that really fits what you're looking for. And right, I can tell you, hey, based off what you've told me, I think this, and this would be really good for you. So all my contact info is below. Be sure to subscribe. I do 2 videos a week of either home tours, 2 home tours, or a home tour, and an informative one of like, hey, everything you need to know about this neighborhood, comparison between the neighborhoods. That way you don't have to go out there yourself and do all the legwork on that. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.